Gamya and Agastya's Sweetest Secret. Gamya loved two things more than anything else in the whole wide world. One was the quiet, comforting rustle of turning pages in a really good book. The other was the delightful, satisfying snap of a chocolate bar. Her cute, chubby cheeks would glow with pure happiness whenever she was lost in an exciting story or savoring a sweet, melty treat. But even more than books and chocolate, she loved her little brother, Agastya. Agastya was a whirlwind of energy, always buzzing around like a happy little bee, his laughter bubbling like a tiny fountain. Gamya adored him with all her heart, always ready to play or share a secret. One particularly sunny afternoon, with Agastya napping soundly in his room, Gamya decided it was the perfect time for a new adventure. She tiptoed quietly into her grandmother's old study. The study was a magical place, filled with fascinating treasures and the gentle scent of old paper. Each book spine on the tall shelves promised a new journey, a different world to explore. She loved exploring the shelves, her fingers tracing the titles, imagining all the incredible stories held within their pages. Every book felt like a hidden door to a new adventure. Tucked away on a high shelf, almost hidden behind a stack of old maps, she stumbled upon a very old, thick, leather-bound cookbook. Its pages smelled of vanilla and forgotten adventures. What's this?" she wondered aloud, her voice a soft whisper in the quiet room. She carefully carried the heavy book, holding it close to a comfy armchair by the window. She settled in, eager to discover its contents, the sunlight warming her face. With gentle fingers, she carefully opened the book, turning the brittle, delicate pages one by one. Inside, tucked between recipes for plum pudding and ginger snaps, was a faded, handwritten note. It was a recipe, written in elegant, looping script, for something called starlight chocolate. The note promised a taste that would fill your heart with pure joy, a chocolate unlike any other, shimmering with magic. Gamya's eyes widened. "Starlight chocolate, I must make this," she whispered. Her imagination was already alight with the possibilities, picturing sparkling, delicious chocolates. The recipe called for cocoa powder, sugar, a pinch of salt, and a very special secret ingredient. Gamya scanned the list, her brow furrowing slightly at the last item. The secret ingredient was described as a sprinkle of shared laughter, found where happy hearts play brightest. Gamya pondered this for a moment. Shared laughter? How do I find that? She wondered, looking around the quiet study. It seemed like a very unusual ingredient for chocolate. Gamya gathered all the other ingredients on the kitchen counter, feeling like a true chef. She had cocoa, sugar, and salt, all lined up, ready for her magical chocolate quest. She started to mix, following the instructions precisely, but it was much trickier than reading about it. The cocoa powder flew everywhere, creating a brown cloud around her. The sugar clumped stubbornly, and the mixture remained lumpy. It was a chocolatey, sugary mess. Oh dear, she sighed, a little frustrated. A tiny tear pricked at the corner of her eye. Just then, Agastya toddled into the kitchen, his eyes bright with curiosity. He had woken from his nap and followed the sweet, chocolatey scent. He carried his favorite toy, a bright red toy car. "What you doing, Akka?" he asked, pointing a sticky finger at the bowl. Gamya watched him, a small smile starting to form. She realized he just wanted to be part of the adventure. She picked up a toy spatula and started to pretend to mix with him, making funny faces. Agastya laughed even louder. This was shared laughter. Together, they stirred the chocolate, now with real whisks and real laughter bubbling between them. Slowly, the mixture transformed into a smooth, shiny chocolate. It was the best chocolate ever. The real magic wasn't in a secret ingredient, but in sharing the joy of making something special, together.